What's up, everybody? I'm back. Justin here with a new WrestleMania Rewind show where I cover, uh, in this show, where I cover two WrestleManias, WrestleMania 11 and WrestleMania 12. I will cover and go over the matches and talk about my thoughts on the matches. It's not really it's not a review. It's just me going over the card and the matches. I'll try to make it quick, but who knows? Maybe I'll go 40 minutes. I can go as long as I want. It's my damn show, my damn channel. Don't like it? Turn it off. Whoever watches, enjoys my videos, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Seriously, thank you very much. I'm getting close to 99,000 not subscribers. I wish. That'd be nice. Will never happen, but it would be nice. I'm getting close to 99,000 views. So who's ever watched, enjoyed my videos, thank you. WrestleMania 11 happened from WWE's home, where their headquarters are in Connecticut. It happened in Hartford, Connecticut, April 2nd, 1995. 1995 was a bad year. Not a good year for wrestling. Probably WWF was not that entertaining in 95. I went to a house show in 95 and it was pretty dead. Not many people were there, but I enjoyed myself because I was like 11, 12 years old, but whatever. WCW probably was a little bit more entertaining, in my opinion. So, and not taking anything away from the roster of WCW, WWF, they had a great roster. Really talented Hall of Fame type roster. Great talent on it, but all the damn gimmicks and characters were the absolute shits. And there's too much gimmicky crap. And just too many bad matches. And bad gimmicks. It was Gimmick City in 95 in WWF. Gimmick City in 95. So here we go up first. I believe this was might have been on the pay-per-view, might have been on the kickoff show, I don't know. Or the free-for-all is what they called it. Lex Luger and the British Bulldog, they became a tag team. Poor British Bulldog, I feel bad for the guy that he had to work with Lex. So Lex Luger, British Bulldog team up. I forget their team name. Might have been I don't remember, the foreign something. Who knows? They took on Jacob and Eli Blue, who would go on to become the Harris brothers. And this is just not good. I like British Bulldog. The guy was a great, great talent. But the other three guys I could care less about. I don't care for them. British Bulldog, Lex Luger win. I believe they won. By the way, Dutch Mantel was Jacob and Eli Blue's manager. And before their Jacob and Eli Blue, or think 95, 94, they were going back and forth. The Harris brothers were actually in ECW for a little bit. As the Bruise brothers. So up next, we had the match that kicked off the pay-per-view was... I don't even know what it was. I'm going to just say, let's say it was the Intercontinental Championship, I think, kicked off WrestleMania 11. And this was good. It was a good match. Jarrett and Razor Ramon, Scott Hall had great chemistry in their career. They tore it up. They put on a damn good match for the Intercontinental title back when the Intercontinental title meant something and wasn't always being shipped around to different guys. So, 1-2-3 Kid was with Razor Ramon at ringside. Double J had the roadie, the road dog in his corner. Just good stuff from 1-2-3 Kid and the roadie. They got involved. And Jeff Jarrett, after the match, had a busted, bloody nose. It was a good match. I believe, Jeff retained. Jeff Jarrett retained and won the match, so he retained the Intercontinental title. Really good match at WrestleMania 11. I don't like WrestleMania 11. Personally, I think it's one of the worst of all time. I just thought it was bad, except for 3 matches, and that's it. Or maybe 2 matches. 2 matches. So up next, we had, let's say, the tag team titles. The Smoking Guns defending against Owen Hart and a mystery partner. This was good. This was entertaining. Owen Hart's mystery partner is Yokozuna. Yokozuna returns. He's back. And he looked bigger than ever. Sadly, the guy looked really obese. The guy could still move, but he was really obese. If you want to really see Yokozuna, it's sad to watch. If you really want to see him out of shape, watch Survivor Series 96. The guy should have not been in the ring anymore. I can't believe he didn't die of a heart attack. Sadly, Yokozuna would die. I believe in 2000. Because the guy was just too overweight. That is not healthy. I wish Yokozuna was still alive. Same with Owen Hart. What a tragedy. Anyways, Owen Hart, Yokozuna made a great team. They win the tag team titles. That was good. That was one of the 3. I'd say 3 matches were good and entertaining. The tag titles, Intercontinental title, WWF Championship, I thought were entertaining. But the rest of the show was bad. That's why to me it's worse than WrestleMania 2. Is WrestleMania 11. It is worse than WrestleMania 2. So up next we had The Undertaker taking on King Kong Bundy, who we just lost. Rest in peace, King Kong Bundy. This was a basic match. It was okay. It wasn't that good. Wasn't that exciting. Could have been better. King Kong Bundy just returned. Sadly, the guy was a little bit older and looked like he didn't care to be there. That's just how I feel. I don't think he really cared to have a good match with anybody. So The Undertaker, of course, wins and his streak goes on. Undertaker defeats King Kong Bundy. Up next, this was bad. 2 great Hall of Fame talents, and it was really bad. They did not work together well. They did at Survivor Series 94, but that's it. This match was not good. It was a mess. I Quit match. Roddy Piper, the special guest referee. That was cool to see Piper come back for one appearance. Bret Hart and Bob Backlund, Mr. Bob Backlund, in an I Quit match. It was not good. The microphone was kept going in and out, cutting in and out. It was not good. I believe Bret Hart won. I don't really remember. I don't really care. I don't really care to remember. It was bad. It's not Bret Hart or Bob Backlund's fault. They just didn't have a good match. I don't know why. Dumb booking. It shouldn't have been I Quit. So up next we had not many matches on this WrestleMania 11. We had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches only. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 matches only. That's not many. Felt like a really short WrestleMania 2, like it went by way too fast. So up next, let's go with the WWF Championship. It should have been last, should have been the main event, but it was not. Diesel defending the WWF Championship. He was accompanied by Pamela Anderson. My God, was she gorgeous. In my opinion, in 95, she was smoking hot. And 96, she was still smoking. Diesel defending against Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels had Diesel as his former bodyguard, so there was a great built-in storyline already. It was a damn good build-up. The match was not bad. It could have been better, but it was not the worst WWF title match at WrestleMania. It was not. Diesel, a lot of people give Kevin Nash crap that the guy was a bad champion. And I agree, business was way down, but he wasn't that bad. The guy had good matches with Shawn Michaels, Sid, Bret Hart. He wasn't that bad of a champion. There's been worse champions than Diesel, believe me. Ever hear of Jinder Mahal? That guy's absolute shit and was 1,000 times worse and way more boring than Diesel. I was never bored by Diesel. And Diesel, Kevin Nash, was not a boring performer. Look what the guy did when he went to WCW, became part of the NWO. So Diesel retains. Sid is angry after the match. He's on the microphone screaming backstage, spitting and screaming like an idiot. I like Sid, but the guy screamed too much. But the guy's a psycho. He was Psycho Sid. So I guess that's how his character was. Shawn Michaels was accompanied by Jenny McCarthy. She was also very hot, but not as hot as Pam Anderson. And Sid would, the next night after WrestleMania 11 on Raw, it was pretty well done. Sid would turn on Shawn Michaels and powerbomb him. That was good stuff. And Sid would turn heel, Shawn would be babyface, and Sid would go on to face Diesel at In Your House events. So now the main event. A special challenge grudge match. Lawrence Taylor. LT, former New York Giant great. The guy's a Hall of Famer. The guy was a great, great football player. Damn good defensive player. Probably one of the top 5 best ever at defense. Lawrence Taylor taking on Bam Bam Bigelow. This was a pretty good build-up. Going back to Royal Rumble 95, LT was in the front row. Bam Bam Bigelow was upset and pissed. He lost. Pushed LT down in the crowd. That was pretty cool. Then they did some stuff in Times Square where they set up a ring. And LT showed up. And Bam Bam showed up. Where they had like a public WrestleMania workout in the middle of Times Square. They had a WWF ring set up to build up WrestleMania 11. So LT and Bam Bam, the match was okay. It was not the worst I've seen at WrestleMania. It was not the best. It was okay. Bam Bam carried LT. Bam Bam was a great worker. For a big man, the guy could carry anybody. The guy was damn good. Bam Bam sadly never got to be Intercontinental Champion or WCW US Champion or WCW World Champion. Never got to be WWF Champion, but at least Bam Bam is a former World Champion. He's a former ECW World Champion and TV Champion. And I believe he was a WWF Tag Champion also. And he was an IWGP Tag Champion with Vader. I think they won the IWGP Tag titles. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I just know Bam Bam and Vader were a tag team in Japan. I think they won the titles, tag titles. So that's it. WrestleMania 11 only had 7 matches. It was a fail of an event. Only 3 matches were good and entertaining. I really never. I don't encourage you to watch WrestleMania 11. Just watch it for the Intercontinental title, WWF title, and tag titles. Those are the only matches worth checking out. I don't think I'll ever go back on the network and watch the whole event ever again because it's not worth my time. So if I grade WrestleMania 11, I said it's a fail of an event. If I grade it, they tried to build it up with celebrities, LT, Pamela Anderson, the stupid kid from Home Improvement, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who the guy was like super popular with girls and teens, but he was like 12, 13 years old. And all these girls wanted to sleep with him. They were like way over like 18. That's sick. Anyways, Jonathan Taylor Thomas and some other guy, celebrity that was on NYPD Blue, they were backstage doing stuff during the show. It's pretty dumb. Now we go to WrestleMania 12. WrestleMania 11, I give a grade of a D. Or D plus. D plus. WrestleMania 12, a much better event. A lot better than WrestleMania 11. 96 was a good year for wrestling. A great year. WWF started getting more attitude in their product. And it was good stuff. It didn't seem like it was gimmick city anymore. It was more real life characters, stuff like that. Real characters that fans could get behind, like Stone Cold Steve Austin and Mankind, Undertaker, stuff like that. Gold Dust. So WrestleMania 12 happened on March 31st, 1996 from Anaheim, California. They had a match on the pre-show again. The free-for-all for the tag team titles. The Godwins defended. They are managed by Hillbilly Jim. The Godwins defended against the Body Donis, who were managed by Sonny. Body Donis win the tag titles on the damn pre-show. So now the pay-per-view matches. And during WrestleMania 12, they did a whole bunch of video taped segments of the Hulkster and Nacho Man. And a fake Ted Turner was in it. And they're ripping WCW. And it was good stuff. It was pretty funny stuff, those segments. They had Hogan and Macho Man, they were putting them down in the segments. I didn't really like that, but whatever. It was still funny. Because they had to fight back. WWF had to fight back. They had to fight their competition back, so they did these segments. In 96, WCW kicked the hell out of WWF, really beat the crap out of them for most of the year, if not the whole year, or at least 10 months of the year, or 9 months. They kicked their ass in the ratings and on pay-per-views. Some WWF pay-per-views were good, like Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, In Your House, Mind Games, In Your House, Buried Alive, Survivor Series 96. Those were good pay-per-views. But WCW had more good pay-per-views that were better than WWF's. So up next on the pay-per-view, what kicked off the show was a 6-man tag. Yokozuna, Ahmed Johnson making his WrestleMania debut. I was a fan of Ahmed Johnson, I'll admit it. I thought the guy was awesome. But once he got to WCW in 98, when he was still in WWF, he was not good anymore. The guy gained a ton of weight. And in WCW, Ahmed Johnson, his big T, looked pregnant. It was sad. So Ahmed Johnson's WrestleMania debut, Yokozuna and Jake the Snake team up to take on the Camp Cornette with Jim Cornette, Vader, British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, and Owen Hart. The crowd was hot. I thought it was an okay 6-man tag. I think the heels won. I don't really remember. Up next, this was pretty good. Stone Cold Steve Austin against Savio Vega. They had a good match. I believe Stone Cold won. Stone Cold was still with, I believe, Ted DiBiase as his manager. He didn't need him. And I'm glad they got rid of Ted DiBiase as Stone Cold's manager. This was really good. This was damn entertaining. Hollywood backlot brawl. Rowdy Piper against Goldust. They beat the crap out of each other. Looked like for real. Piper punched Goldust in the head so damn hard. He broke his hand. During the fight, he broke his hand. And Goldust hits Piper with his gold Cadillac. That was awesome. Piper was freaking nuts. He actually wanted to be hit by the car. He told Goldust, come at me as fast as you can. I'll get my legs up and jump. Well, Piper instead got his legs kind of taken out and got injured from it. And then Piper's holding onto the hood. It was good stuff. Then the Hollywood backlot brawl ends when in the gold Cadillac, Goldust drives off out of the arena, out of the backstage parking lot, and this was stupid, but it was also funny. OJ's white Bronco, OJ Simpson. What's up, Benny? Anyways, my cat's over here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Where's Benny? You don't want him to be on camera. So they had a white Bronco, a car that looked like OJ's Bronco, and OJ was running away in. Oh, it was funny. They act like Roddy Piper is on the freeway chasing Goldust in the white Bronco. And they had like helicopter footage of it. I'm still not sure if that was OJ's helicopter footage or Roddy Piper's Bronco. I don't know. But it was pretty damn funny. And then Roddy Piper comes back to the arena in the white Bronco with his blood on it. That was pretty controversial. Because anytime in the 90s, if people would make jokes like, oh, there's a white Bronco, is OJ in it? At least that's what me and my friends did. So anyways, Piper comes back, chases Goldust into the arena, into the ring, takes off his gear. The guy has a lingerie on. Black lingerie. That is pretty controversial for the time in 96. Kind of ahead of their time doing something like that. Goldust, I don't even want to think about it, but the guy's in a thong. And Piper starts spanking him. And then Goldust acts like he liked it. So, Roddy Piper Goldust Hollywood Backlot Brawl. That was a highlight. That was really entertaining for WrestleMania 12. Up next, we had a return, a WrestleMania return. We had a WrestleMania return from a WWE legend. I was never a fan of the guy, but he was a legend, legendary character, had a legendary look. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H, make his WrestleMania debut, and he got squashed. He got buried by the Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior returns. The guy was only back for until like the end of June. WrestleMania to the end of June. Then he was gone. Not good, but whatever. I did not miss Warrior when he left. I didn't care. So, again, Warrior absolutely destroys Hunter Hearst Helmsley in like 2 to 3 minutes. Crowd loved it. Crowd popped and was happy to see Warrior. So, up next, we had not many matches, again, because you had to give over an hour to the Iron Man match. So, I understand why there weren't many matches. Next, you had Diesel take on The Undertaker. Heel Diesel take on The Undertaker. Undertaker wins. The streak goes on. I don't remember much about the match. It's two big men going at it. Two good big men. Undertaker way more agile than Kevin Nash, but so what? Kevin Nash was still a good big man. I don't remember much about the match. I think it's like really short. Like 6 to 8 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. So now the main event, which everybody wanted to see. First ever Iron Man match on pay-per-view. First ever Iron Man match on pay-per-view for the WWF. They might have done some Iron Man match before. I'm not aware of it, but they could have. It just wasn't on TV or pay-per-view. Shawn Michaels challenging. He won the 96 Rumble. Shawn Michaels challenging the champion, Bret the Hitman Hart. They tore it up. They had a great match. They told a great story. It was fantastic. It was damn good. So good. Really good. I wanted Shawn to win. I was a Shawn Michaels mark. The guy's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. And I really wanted Shawn to win. I wasn't sure if he would win, but I was really happy when I found out he won. Bret Hart was leaving the company for a little bit. I guess to do acting or something. I don't know. But Bret put over Shawn, put him over clean. Good for Bret. You didn't want to put him over in Montreal. That was stupid, Bret. Who cares that you refuse to lose in your hometown or home country? Come on, Bret. That's stupid and petty. And that's just ego. You let your ego get in the way, Bret. Not saying Shawn didn't have an ego. Of course he did. But Bret had a bigger ego. And Shawn Michaels had more charisma and was a better in-ring performer and more gifted than Bret, in my opinion. Shawn was always better. Bret was great. Damn good. Hall of Famer. Damn good career by Bret. But Shawn did it longer and did it at a higher level. Even in the 90s, I thought Shawn was always better. And Shawn, the guy had so much charisma. Bret did not have much charisma. Bret was not a good talker until 97. When he went heel. That was really good. Bret Hart as a heel was really good. The leader of the Hart Foundation, he was really good at that. That was probably his best run in the WWF, was when he went and turned heel after WrestleMania 13 or during it. So Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart just had a wrestling classic, a classic Iron Man match, one of the best of all time. It went to overtime, sudden death. Shawn Michaels hit sweet chin music. 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels wins. The big one finally becomes WWF champion. It was his boyhood dream since he's 12 years old. That's a great story. Great story they told. And the video packages were great. So WrestleMania 12, really good WrestleMania. Not every match was great. The main event was fantastic, 5 stars. I would give WrestleMania 12 a grade of give it a B+. Really good event. Hope you enjoyed this edition of WrestleMania Rewind, WrestleMania 11 and 12. I'll be back during this coming week with probably my final WrestleMania Rewind, where I will talk about 13 and 14. Bye for now, everybody.